there. Welcome to Craft Creations by Peggy. And tonight, I just want to say hello. Welcome, welcome. I am pretty excited to be here tonight. Tonight, we're going to do some fun, kind of a little bit of a, maybe what you might call a little bit of a mishmash. I'm kind of excited about it because, you know, it's really kind of hard to get things going sometimes, and sometimes, like right now, I can't seem to get into my internet, and as I told you last night, I have some things that are, stopping me, and so let's get in there. It says I'm live, so let's do it. It says right there that I'm live. So there we go. Hi, everybody. I guess I'm just impatient. And so impatient I will be. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of fun. I have a little bit of announcement to make tonight. It's really exciting. And I do know that you are going to love it. Okay? So, and when I say that, that means it's something really fun. So we are going to use one of our board and base ideas here, and some of us have these hanging out, and they're very, very fun when you just want to make a little something and have a small project. As a matter of fact, we had some cows, the Highland cows, and I made a couple of my Highland cows on here and decorated it up, and oh, it's really cute. So anyway, I'm just going to take this out of the box, and there is our board. They do come in black too. Black is fun. So the package, if you guys would like any information on this, as I said, if you would like a message on what I use tonight, just message me and let me know that you're interested, and I will get that to you. So this is what we're going to do our project on right here. We're going to do it on one side, and I'm going to see with your help what else we're going to do. But we are going to take our ribbon, and I want to put my ribbon, I want to glue this right to the side here. Although the little base is pretty nice. Look, it holds it right up there like that, and it's pretty nice actually. But I just want to show you kind of a little thing that makes it look kind of cute. I'm going to open up this ribbon, and it has paws on it, and it is just really cute. So the reason we're going to do some paws is we're going to do a little mishmash of transfers that I have used over the months. And if I can get my ribbon out of there, it's pretty sad when you can't even get your ribbon out. Gosh, dang. My finger caught in there. There we go. And I'm going to use a mishmash, like I said. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to glue that right to the edge there. So I'm going to use about so much. Just like so. My cute little scissors. They're pretty sharp. They're new. So, and I believe I have my glue gun going. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's working. So what we're going to do is we are going to glue this right to the edges here. We're just going to put a little glue on there, just like so, up to the top. Okay, and then we're just going to put that right on there like that. We're just going to glue that on. I know you get that. So we're just going to go across. And you want to pull it kind of tight when you do it, so that it doesn't get bubbly, because this is wired. This is wired, and then you want to run your hand across the glue. Okay, just a little. And you want to push that down just a little. Just a little around the edges, okay? And just go down the side real quick. a lot of glue strings here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really show up. And then you just kind of push it because you want it to lay flat when you're putting it all together. Okay, so you're going to pull tight. And you're just going to put that glue right on there. Smear it around good. Have fun with it. Get it on there just like so. And push that down, okay? And then just hold it for a minute. And then we're going to go back. And I'm going to glue this down just a little over here. Just a little. Just push that up and just fit that in so it fits really nicely, okay? All right, I'm going to do a little on the bottom. You don't have to do enough so it squirts out, but just enough so it sits on the bottom and looks neat and tidy, okay? All right, so I got glue everywhere, you guys. I do. I have it everywhere. I know, you're shocked. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the edges to make it look neat. After I glue one spot right here. I got a corner right here that needs to be fixed. So let's just fix it. And I have just a little blob of glue. Is blob a word? I hope it's a word. Anyway, there's my blob. Okay, so I have a blob of glue. And I'm just going to cut off that little edge right there and right there. And right there, just so it looks neat. Because the reason I do this is because you could use this on both sides. So you can make something out of this and have two-sided, okay? So anyway, then I'm just going to cut that right across there. And look at there. And you've got a cute little design. Make sure that one's... Just a little bit there, maybe. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll just... Okay, I'll just hold it for a second. Burn my finger. It's no big deal. Okay, so we have it cute. We didn't have to paint it. We didn't have to do anything but hold it. Okay? All right. So there we have our little doggy paw bottom. Isn't that just cute? I love it. Okay, so we have that. We're going to set that aside. All right? Isn't that fun? That is so fun. Now, we're going to come over here and we are going to use this portion right here. Now, one thing that I want to explain to you is when you're doing this, I just covered it up and there's about that much at the bottom of this you don't want to do on your thing because it's going to fit right down in here just like that, okay? So we don't want to do it too far. So sometimes what I'll do is, I don't have a pencil right here, but I will take something and I will mark it so that I know. So, yeah. So anyway, just so that you remember that, choose what side you want to do. There's a little piece right there, so we're going to save that and put that down in the bottom. Okay, now the fun part is, we've done the glue for right now. What I have is my transfer here that I've used a couple of times because my friends love dogs, and it's called Branch Manager. Now, see how I've used it a few times? Well, I just want you to know that that does not hurt the transfer at all, okay? I just didn't get it super clean. I was doing a live when I did it, and I didn't get all the outside washed out good, but I did get the inside washed out nicely. Okay, so I'm going to take, and I just want to use Branch Manager. I probably am going to use Troublemaker if there's room, because I sure love that. I think that's just cute. Balls and Flawless and all that, that's really fun too. So all of it is very fun. And I have, you guys are going to croak, but I have 6 dogs, okay? So I live in the country though, so on a farm kind of. And so, you know what? I love animals. All right, so we're going to get out our fuzzing cloth. I'm certain that it's not going to take much because I have used this a time or two. I'm just going to wax this real carefully, the surface, just real carefully. Give it a good little smither. Probably don't have to, but just in case, I'm going to, okay? So just put a little wax on there and just wipe it clean, all right? And it really does help the transfer to come up a little easier, and if you so desire, there's you know, not as much stickiness on it. Okay, so the stickiness probably has gone pretty well on these, but I'm just going to show you how this works. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of fun here. So let's take off Branch Manager, and I'm going to put it on the fuzzing cloth. See that? I just took it off. I took it off there, and it's already cut. And now I'm going to decide what I'm going to use for color. I think that I want to do Branch Manager with the black. I really like the black. Yeah, the black. I have forest green, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to use black and brown. So I'm going to use our black shimmer, which I did use that last night. So this is still pretty sticky, guys. I've used it a lot. All right, so we're going to put Branch Manager right up here in this little corner, okay? I think I got it over just so not quite far enough. There we go. All right, so that's cute. Look, now we're going to put that right there, and then that's just going to slip down into this right here. So tell me if you think I should put it down a little bit lower. I probably could go a little lower, couldn't I? I probably could. Could just drop it down just a smidge. Yeah, let's drop that down just a smidge. I'm going to set it right back here. Take it off. I'm going to drop that right down to right about there. There. Yeah, what about that? How's that look? Does that look good? Looks good, huh? All right, so let's set that over there. Let's get out my squeegee. Okay, and I'm going to do, looks just a smidgy crooked. I don't mean to be so picky, but gee. There. Okay, that's better. All right, so let's do it. Okay, so let's get our black. We're just going to go in here. Okay, there's that. I'm going to go down here and do the same thing right there. Okay, then I'm going to wipe off that. All right, you guys, we have something really, really fun that's going to happen. I wish a couple of you were hopping on tonight to say hi, but I can tell you we have something super duper, super fun. Let's see what this looks good. This is forest green. Let's make our tree branch like that, okay? Let's do that. We'll just make that tree branch green. We'll pretend like we've got evergreens. All right. So what is one of your favorite, like, characters, cartoon-ish? And I know, oh man, oh, look how cute that is, you guys. That is adorable. Look at how cute. Look how cute that is. That is so fun. Look at that. All right, now I'm going to put that right over there. And I know that's a dark green, so it doesn't show up super duper scooper, but it's okay. It's all right. I didn't want it to blast out. I just wanted it to make its appearance. I wanted our stick to make an appearance. Okay, so let's try this. Again, this was forest green. I think this shimmer forest, I should say. Shimmer forest was one of our specials, I'm sure. This is shimmer shadow. If you have not seen me use that before, it is amazing. It's got a beautiful shimmer to it. It is black, different than black velvet. So it gives you just a little bit different look. And now we're going to dry this. And if you would like to join my team, join Perks, you get perks. Perks is exactly what they mean. And you get awesome perks, okay? But you also get to be in with team players, teams that you make friends with, teams, members who you learn from, not just me, but, and of course, I love it when you want to hang out with me because we have a really good time and a lot of fun. And every year we have a reunion. It's a chalk party, where everybody gets together who would like to go and hang out with some of the other people that we all know and have met that live in other states, and it is really fun. So anyway, there's also incentives when you join that you can become a salesperson and you can just go crazy and sell. Okay? So if you would like to join, you can just check out on my page here that you're on. You just go back out and you click into that, and it's got my store, my website. You just click on that and you go in there and just check it out. And if you're on Facebook right now and you're checking this out and you're having a good old time scrolling around, would you please like, share, and follow? It helps me get out there so that I can get enough people so that I can do broadcast channel. I can do other things. And a broadcast channel just means that I can let you know when I'm going live and things like that. And that just helps so that you can remember, and me too. So I have this dried, and that's what it looks like so far. Isn't that cute? It's already cute. All right, now what I have is I really do like some of the sayings and the things on here. But I want the little paw prints off of this transfer. So I did this one with a heart on the side with my dog paws on it. And this one is called My Kids Have Paws Too. So what I'm trying to depict here is that you can take the transfers that you have and things that mean something to you over the days, the times, whatever the case may be, that you can add these to another space in your transfer world to add more love. You add more love with the more transfers you have. So I like these little paws. I think these little paws are just fun. So depending on the size of your dog or your cat, I think this one's a cat. And I think, I don't even know which one's a dog or a cat. I wish someone shared that with me, but I am not sure. There's some, and they're not shaped the same either, so I don't know. It doesn't look like a dog, but my dogs are more like this. Even like that right there. I think mine are more like that. But my bigger dogs have bigger feet. So let's do a couple of these bigger feet, okay? All right. So I'm gonna, and there is 5 in this package right here, and then there's one right over there too. If you wanted to take that out and you just have one big one, okay, you could do that too. So I just wanted to share that you can do that. And of course, then we got a couple dog bones that we can use. And I think I'll do Troublemaker over here on the side. And I think Troublemaker's kind of cute. So let's see where we're going to put this. Troublemaker. I think I'm going to put that right over there, just like so. That's so cute. Look. So let's put that right there. Aren't these just the cutest? They're so fun. All right, so now what I have here is I have some espresso, and this is dark brown, okay? And so I'm going to stir this one. It's been a little bit since I used it. It looks beautiful. Look at that espresso. That's gorgeous. So if you would like to join my VIP group, it is free. You can hop in there. There's definitely some interesting things that go on there. There's an event planned. So if you want to go onto my VIP group, it is on Facebook also. And as I said, it is free. It is Peggy's Chalkin Ink group. So if you would like to go in there and check that out, I would love to have you. Okay. Look how cute that is. That is so cute. That is adorable. All right, you want to see? Look. Isn't that cute? That is totally cute. Okay, let's get that dry. Let me wipe this off. And I love these little board and bases. They're just amazing. They're so fun, and you can have a lot of fun. And it helps you with honing up your skills when you get ready to do a big project and learn how to take and do bits and pieces. You know, this stuff can be put on. This is chalk. This is Chalkology paste, espresso, and this is not ink. So if you're going to use ink, then you would heat set. Ink is heat set, and also our heat transfers are also. So we have the sublimation heat transfers, and I will be doing one of those in the next night or two. I did not do one tonight because, to be honest, I forgot my pad to iron on. So my bad. I'm sorry. I just forgot. So let's get this dry, because we don't want to be sticking our finger in here. No. Okay, now if I were to be done right now, I could be done and I could put my bow right here. I'm not even sure that I'm going to do a all out and out bow, because I don't know that it really needs it, but you know, this is just really fun, and I don't know. I'm just having a lot of fun. I like these, and I love animals, and I love dogs. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. This says it all. And this espresso, I mean, you know, the thing that you want to remember is I'm just showing you a way for you to do what you like. Okay, you don't have to use my colors. You don't have to do anything like that. So I think I'm going to put that right up there. I wasn't going to, but no, I think I'll put it right there. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll see where the dog paws go. Okay, let's get a couple dog paws on here. I hope that's dry. Doesn't look like it's dry in my spot there. Yeah, there we go. You know, you'll get to the point where you'll be able to see. And it's real shiny when it's wet. And when it gets dry, it gets real dull. Okay? So here we are right now. Isn't that cute? That is so stinking cute. And I don't know if I have any. No. So cute. Okay, now I have my dog paws. Let's get my dog paw. Let's get a dog paw. And remember, we're going to go down about that far. So we want to get that dog paw right up in the area. Right about, probably right about there, huh? Yeah. Okay, so you notice I'm not pushing down on that, on what we've already done. Okay, so now what I have is I have some, I have a little bit of Dune, and Dune is really kind of a light little pawish looking color, and I'm going to mix just a little bit of brown with that, just a little espresso, a little bit of espresso with it. Okay, so just a little. So I want the paws to look just a little different color than the rest of the stuff there. Okay. And then we're going to mix up some brown. And we're just going to make the paws look like that. Okay. Now, I'm not mixing it up all the way because I don't need to. I want it to look like a paw. And then I'm going to take my squeegee. Just turn that page around, or paper, or whatever you want to call it, just enough to get it just so, okay? Okay, and then we're going to put that right there. We're going to take the excess off, and then we're going to pull, and there's our paw. And then I'm going to put another one right over here. And I'm just going to put that down like so. Take a little bit of my... Are you catching this, you guys? Isn't this just so fun? And I could have used this on the branch, but I really just wanted to get my paws and everything. And look at that. How cute is that? That is absolutely adorable. Stinking cute. Stinking cute's a good word too. Well, stinking cute's 2 words, right? Gosh, I'm super thirsty tonight. Have a drink of this really good. It's called Blue. It's an aloe vera plus blueberry drink, and it's ALO. So it's from the Mexican store. And that is fabulous. It's got blueberries in the bottom. All right, so I'm going to wipe that off. Try to keep my hands and fingers out of it. What do you think, you guys? What do you think of this so far? I got to dry it a little bit. So I do want to share with you that I am a designated store for Chalk Couture. So if you feel the urge to purchase something from me, I have a brick and mortar store. And I have been chosen by Chalk to be able to have one. So if you want to come buy a dryer, you want to buy some paste colors, you want to buy some ink, you want to buy some tools, you want to buy a fuzzing cloth, I have it in my store. Okay, so you are welcome to come on down and check it out and see what all I have in my store. And if that doesn't work, you can order. You can order through my store too. So thank you for let me share that with you. I was so pleased and honored. Okay, that looks like it's just about dry. I'm going to give it a good shot. Okay, I think that's pretty dry. Nope, I don't see anything. I didn't get my finger in there. All right. That is pretty cute. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. All right, now I want this out of the way. My table is small, my area. So, area small. Get my fingers and everything. And as we all know, Messy Marvin's on the loose. So, all right. Okay, so now I have a couple dog bones. But I think we got it pretty well. I think we got it pretty well full. I don't know if I can even fit professional on there. I'm not sure. Not sure. I got one little spot down there at the bottom. Probably just went a little bit with the edge there. Yeah, got it. Yeah, just probably barely touched when I pulled it off. All right. So let's see how this fits in here now. Oh my gosh, that is so stinking cute. Oh, you guys, look. Look it. Isn't that so cute? That is so cute. I do think I want to put the professional at the top. I think I do. I think I do. I think I want to put it right there. What do you think? Think that goes right about there? I think so. I think it's cute. All right, so I don't know what color to put there. I kind of like the dark brown. Maybe I'll use gold. I have the gold out from last night. I think I'm going to use that. See that right there? That one's not even open. See, there's an unopened gold. What do we have here? Yeah, here we go. Let's just take a little bit of this and just a little bit of, this one's a nominee. So that looks pretty professional to me. This nominee is absolutely beautiful. It's just gorgeous. All right, that was perfect choice. Perfect choice. All right, so that's nominee. So we used a little bit of shimmer shadow. We used nominee. We used a little bit of dune mixed with espresso. And then we used shimmer forest tonight. So that gives you just a little bit of some fun. Oh, perfect. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, and look at that. Isn't that perfect? Look at that. That is so cute. Okay, I'm going to dry that and get that nice and dry. How fun. How fun is that? Okay, so are we excited to know something that is going to happen tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, if you're a designer, a Perks member, you get to order in the morning something so fun that every one of us I know loves. I know that every one of us loves what is happening in the morning. If you become a member tonight or before 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, you will get 40% off your next sale. So you join for $20. You get $20 if you want to be a Perks member. And then you will get, on your first order of $65, you will get $40 back. So you will get all of this to use for your joining tomorrow. And then the next time you place an order, you will get that off. You will get a credit. So how fun is that? And then you can be on my team. You can be on my team. Okay. And a professional dog wagger. All right. Oh, you guys, what do you think? Isn't that absolutely sweet? Now, should we embellish a little bit more? Should we make a little bow for this? Or what do you think? What do you think? I think it's super, super cute. I don't think I could put a bow down here, but it might take away it. I'm afraid it's going to take away from what it looks like. I had a couple ideas set out, and the only thing that I thought possibly would be to use a little bit of jute and make a bow. But I don't know. I don't really know if that's... Do you know? What do you guys think? I have a little bit of this that's pretty nice. I could make a small bow. That's kind of a light color though. That one doesn't match. But it does have some embellishments on it. And I could use it easily. I just don't think it, I don't like it. I don't like that. I have this, and I have this. It's the same. This, I could make a little one. I could make a little bow to go on it. Yeah, maybe a little one. All right, you talked me into it. Let's do a little one, because you know what? I was here tonight to have a little bit of fun and just make something fun. Let's do it. Let's see. Do I want this one? This one's a little fatter. Let's use the fatter one for right now. We'll see. This one's really skinny too. I got to tie it up though, so we'll figure it out. I always save little fun things to make things, you know. So let's make our bow just a little, our little. It's probably, I don't know, that's probably too much. Let's take off a little bit of that. There. There we go. Okay, see, I just like to have some fun. Okay, and now we're going to tie it. So I'm going to tie it with this little piece right here. I'm just going to tie that around. And it's just a little piece that I had here hanging out. Okay. And then I have that piece, and I'll have that piece. And you just kind of pull it around and get it where you want it, okay? And then I'm going to trim it. Trim that off. Let's trim that one too. It's being a turkey. All right. So before I put this on, do you want to see? Do you want to see what you might see tomorrow morning if you get on? If you get on, I tell you what, you will not be disappointed. Now I'm going to untwist these right here at the bottom. I'm going to untwist them so they sit right on the top of that little shelf that we have there that the picture's sitting in. So you can just pull that apart And if you want to stretch it even more, you can pull this out and pull it apart, and it looks really, really cool. Okay, see that? That just looks great. You just undo it and spread it out and have a good old time pulling it out and making it yours, okay? So we'll see if I want to keep that. This all depends on where this little guy sits on the board, okay? There. So I just pulled that all apart. I'm fixing my bow. So it looks real cute. And I want it kind of a messy bow because it's a doggy. It's a doggy toy design, right? Isn't it cute? Okay. So there's our bow. This is what it looks like. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to turn that around. And where, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right on the side of this. I'm going to put it right here like this. I was going to put it up there, but I don't think so. I'm going to put it right there in the corner. What do you think? Can you see that? Got my finger in the way. I think that'll be cute right there. What do you think? What do you think? I think, yeah. I think that would look really cute right there. Because if I put up there, it's not gonna, it's gonna take away from our picture, from our paws, right? Or what do you think? Could I stick it right in there? I don't know. It kind of takes away from it, doesn't it? We could go over there. Put it right there. Yeah. Or should I? Yeah, I think I'll put it over here. I think I'll put it right there. Right over there. Thanks for your help. So I'm going to glue this on. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to glue it, but I'm going to glue it so it sits kind of off to the side a little so you can still see Maniger. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of sit it up on the edge there. Yeah, that's cute. Good idea. That's smoking. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. What do you think? Now, remember, this is just my idea of having some fun, having a blast. I'm going to take a little more glue and just stick it down the back. Stick it right there. Isn't that cute? That's just perfect. Now, I just need to push that down a little bit so the glue holds down and looks cute. Perfect. Perfect. And what do you think? And just mess around with your bow a little bit. Get it kind of pulled out and pulled down and show off some of your work. Isn't that just great? I just love it. It's so fun. Really is fun. All right. And then you could have cut it, could have done it, could have done a lot of things, could have, should have, would have. But I think should have, would have, could have turned out really cute. Now, I'm going to hold that up so you can see how stinking cute our branch manager is. Now you need to put a picture of your Poochie right beside it, okay? All right. I'm just going to unplug this, and then I'm going to share with you what we have. And I glue on all night long, so I'll forget it when I walk out. All right, so I'm going to share this with you because I can hardly wait, and it's been really hard for me. But look, you guys, what we're going to have tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, this is what we are going to have. Can you see that? Totally and exciting. Let me just go through. Look at these transfers. Look. That is so fun. That is so fun. Okay, I've got a few more to show you. Okay, these are for you to do, for you to order, and for you to take home and make something for you. And there's one right there. Look at how cute these are. Look at these designs. Aren't those amazing? I hope I'm holding them close enough for you to see the individuality of them. And then here's our relax. This is say relax and take a moment, Ior. And then the other one says, what could be more important than a little something to eat? That's cute. Anyway, and that's Winnie the Pooh and of course Ior, and these are our heat transfers down here. And those will go on some t-shirts. And of course, whatever else we can decide, we can put them on a canvas, we can put them on some wood, you can put them on many things, because the heat transfers will go on different things, and so will the stencils that we use. Okay, and then we have just a little explore more at Chalk Couture. So if you go onto my website and you go into my store at www.chalkcouture.com/wildchalk1, that's how you have to log in. Then you can go on the store and just look at things. You don't have to buy if you don't want to. You can just go in there and scroll around and get used to going into my store. If you do want to order, here is what the order sheet's going to look like. This has everything in the launch right there. You could get both. You can pick one, or you can pick one of each. Okay? And then here are some more. Here's the letterings and the things that you can use. You can put it on coffee cups. You can put it on, notebooks. You can put it on a pillowcase. You can put it on baby blankets. You can put, and here's the actual letters that they used for Winnie the Pooh. And these are all Disney, you guys. So these are meant for you to come and pick them out and just take them home. And here's a couple of things that are done so you can see what they look like on all finished. So again, these are not this way per se. These are how you would like to do them. So I could hardly wait to share with you Winnie the Pooh. Tomorrow morning we'll be launching, and I do believe that they will have enough for you to get what you need and enjoy. So with that being said, again, I am so happy to be here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I had fun making this. I hope that you enjoyed this so that you can see all the different things that you can put in here, add to. If you want to do the back, you could turn that around and do that side and change it around completely and put it up on your shelf, and you wouldn't even notice that our branch manager was on the other side. So you could put something on there like red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blessed. But anyway, that was just my fun thought tonight. So you have a good evening. I can hardly wait to see you again. I love you all. Please like, share, and follow. It just helps me a whole bunch. And for those of you that have been following me and getting all of my algorithm up there so that I can move on to the next level, that is just absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much. Love you all. Good night.